Should you use a flight simulator during any part of your flight training? That's what we're going to discuss in this video, coming up. Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. As I previously said, we are discussing flight simulators. It's a big topic. I know a lot of you are probably interested in it, so I'm going to hop right into it. The short answer for if you should use a flight simulator, in my opinion, is absolutely. What a flight simulator is going to offer is you the ability to run through flows and checklists, and you're going to be able to do all that and get super familiar with the cockpit and the layout of the panel when you're not actually in the airplane. Whenever that blade is spinning in real life, you are burning money, and time is money, and as we all know, flying is expensive. So we want to be as well prepared as we possibly can every flight we go on. And I really think that running procedures, shooting approaches, stuff like that is so helpful in simulators, and it really will translate to your flying skills in the real thing. Now, I am not the only person who agrees with this statement. Angle of Attack and Flight Chops have also made videos on building out their own home simulators, and I would highly advise checking those out. I'm not going to link them because I'm sure you guys know about them, but if you don't, just search up Angle of Attack or Flight Chops on YouTube and those videos will probably come up. One of the benefits that I can see is when you live in a place like I live in New York where the weather isn't really great in the wintertime and you may not fly for a couple weeks, at least you can stay kind of proficient, or you could still be familiar with what you're doing and the procedural stuff in an airplane through a simulator. It's obviously not as good as the real thing because it's not, full motion. We're going to talk about that a little more, but it's still better than nothing. Now that leads me to my next point, which is what type of simulators are there? Well, in the home-built land of flight simulators, there's basically two big ones: Microsoft Flight Simulator and X-Plane 11. Now I know that there's the new Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, which is gaining popularity and a lot of people were excited for it. Now me, just from reading forums, I'm going to talk about Microsoft Flight Simulator 10 because there's a lot more information about that. There's a lot more mods, that sort of thing. So we'll stick to that in X-Plane 11. Now, again, just from reading and doing my research, I found that Microsoft Flight Simulator comes with 30 airplanes stock. And in my opinion, if you're buying a simulator for training purposes, you really only need the airplane that you're going to be flying on in real life. So I would advise to make sure that that airplane is in there, and the exact model too, because if you're flying a steam gauge 172, then you probably don't want a G1000 172 because that's going to be different. X-Plane 11, on the other hand, I believe comes with 8 less airplanes. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what I read. Now, I actually would like to ask you guys what you use and why you use it. I am new to the sim world, and I'm going to talk a little bit about why I'm making this video, but let me know if you use X-Plane or Microsoft Flight Simulator or something else on PC. Let me know what you use. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. So the reason for me making this video and kind of my research in flight simulators is, one, it's super beneficial and I want to benefit my flight training and myself, but also at my school, we are just starting to kind of put together a project to build a full immersion flight simulator. It's going to be super awesome. We're going to have a full G1000 avionics package in there. We're going to have the 180-degree screen and everything. I'm going to make videos on that. So if you want to see those videos, let me know down below. Again, drop a comment. I'd appreciate it. So if you're unfamiliar with the whole simulator world, there's actually some really cool things that you can do in a home-built flight simulator that I didn't really know about until recently. So one of the things is avionics. They make replica avionic packages that, to me, that's super cool because you could have the exact cockpit from your airplane you fly in real life right on your desk at home, and you get to practice all the things, punching in things in the Garmin 430 or using the G1000. I think that's super awesome and that could benefit you greatly. There's this one company called realsimgear.com, and that's kind of what we're looking at to use, and they make some pretty sweet avionics packages. So if you're looking to buy stuff, then I'd kind of check out them because that's what I've seen, and that's what I've done some research on. It looks like that's what we'll be going with, but as I said, I'll be keeping you guys posted. Now, it's a short video. I know I didn't get to fly this week, but hopefully next week I'll be back at it with a flight video. And I got something in the mail the other day, and I'm gonna make a review about it. So I'm super excited. Stay tuned for that. I think you guys will enjoy it. But until next week, I want you to stay current, stay proficient, and keep the blue side up. Keep flying safe, everybody, and we will see you in the next video. Take care.